Welcome back, moms.
Wow.
Welcome back to another episode of Momtivationals. If you've been blessed in this series and in these episodes, please go ahead and be sure to hit the thumbs up button, hit subscribe, get in the comments. Welcome back. I'm Pernie, and I'm talking about and sharing tips on how to overcome life's most challenging setbacks and helping moms to stay ahead. I've always wanted to help moms get ahead just a little bit more. And I know that there are a lot of moms who struggle or have struggled or have had financial challenges or financial setbacks or financial strongholds, just like me. I'm no different. Our stories won't be the same, but we'll share similar experiences probably. So today we're talking about networking. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm gonna tell you straight up, okay? I'm gonna tell you straight up. I don't know how long this is. This video probably ain't gonna be that long. This video probably ain't gonna be that long, okay? I don't even like hearing the word networking. I don't even like to hear them, okay? When I wake up and I go to sleep at night, the last word that comes to my brain is network. It is. And you'd be surprised because I'm really great with talking to people and having conversations and you know, whatever. Getting the intimate details, not even asking for them. Hello. That's a blessing. It's a gift. But I don't like to use it, right? Networking is something that I don't do, but I also know the benefit of it. That's a lie. Networking is something that I do, but it is my least favorite thing to do out of everything that I mentioned in the last 3 videos. So we talked about not being broke at your 9 to 5, how to leverage yourself, how to negotiate, not how to find a job, but making more money, making sure that you're making more than 100K so that you can stay ahead of the game and not behind the game, so that you can make sure that you're not asking people for money or $5 here, $20 here. Been there. And it's uncomfortable. So you gain financial control when you have more money. You gain financial control over your life, over your future, over your decisions when you have more money in your pocket. That's all we've been talking about. And we're speaking from a career and business, what is it called? The entrepreneurial aspect, right? Having that job, making that extra money, putting some of that extra, cushion inside of your entrepreneurial journey, or putting money aside for things that you know that you want to do with your kids. Money, and it costs. So networking is my least favorite thing to do because it requires for me to get uncomfortable. Ooh. If I didn't speak the truth this morning, I spoke the truth. But I do it anyway, and this is how it can look. I'm going to share with you my experience, and you let me know in the comments what your experience is with networking and how it's helped you and benefited your life. So obviously we all know that there are events that people go to that they can enjoy getting to talk to and navigating a room and sashaying around the room and getting to know people and talking to people and passing out business cards. But that's not the type of networking I like to engage in, because I feel like it's just a smorgasbord of business card collecting, and I don't have time for that. My time is valuable. So what I like to do, I don't know if you do this, but hands up, raise your hands if you like to do this or if you've done it. I like to investigate the job that I want. We talked about that. I like to investigate the job that I want, and then whoever's working at that company, I go straight to LinkedIn. I find whoever's working at the company I want to work for in the position that I want to work in, and I say, hey, hi, how you doing? My name is Pernisha, and I'm interested in learning more about the position that you're in, learning more about the role, learning more about being a travel writer, learning more about being a project manager, learning more about being a product manager, learning more about being a magazine editor, learning more about being a data analyst, learning more about being a marketing analyst, learning more about being an entrepreneur, learning more about leveraging my job where I am so I can get in the position that you're in. How did that work for you? Or not necessarily how to work for you. What does your day-to-day look like? Do you mind sharing with me what your day-to-day look like? And I tell them, hi, my name is Pernisha. This is currently what I do right now, and I'm interested in exploring opportunities and want to know what is the typical day-to-day life for a travel editor at your magazine. And they'll come out of their mouth and tell me. Now, there's some people who are a little, I don't know if I should tell her, they gatekeep, and then there's some people that give the tea. They giving the tea. They giving it all up, right? Those are the people that you want to connect with, but you can't connect with them if you're not doing the work, if you're not going inside of LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a tool that I use, but you don't have to use LinkedIn. I'm a little investigator. I wouldn't just settle with LinkedIn. I mean, I use it now, but I wouldn't just settle there if that's not the place I want to connect with people. I'll go to Instagram. I'll go to Facebook. I see that you work in said business based on your profile, because people post pictures of themselves at work and they'll tell you what they do. Yeah. So how do you? I'm interested in potentially moving into a position, a role similar at another company. How do you like working in that role, or how do you like working at this company? You get to work and you decide based on what they tell you if you're going to take what they say or leave what they say. Some of them is going to give you the tea. They're going to spill it. They're going to give you pure insights as what to expect. These jobs, these job postings, they don't give you the tea. They don't tell you everything that you need to know. So it's your job to go the extra mile and do your investigative work and say, hey, free resource. We talked about that. Hey, free resource. How do you like this position? What can I expect? So by doing that, not only are you connecting with somebody, because people love telling you about what they do. They love telling you how you can do something, right? As long as you're not in their personal business, they love telling you what to do, right? So what you can do is just continue to talk to them, build that relationship, and say, oh, okay, we can leave it right here, or we can say, all right, well, here's some other questions I have. Do you think you might be able to answer these, or do you have time to connect more, maybe on a video call or over the phone? Are you in my city? Maybe we can meet up. Be cautious, obviously, but are you in my city? Maybe we can meet up over coffee. I really am interested in this role. I'm really interested in focusing my life on creation. This is for me. That's what I love. I love creating stuff. That's my favorite thing to do, right? But there's somebody else out there just like me who's loving to create stuff, and that's what they've been known. That's how they branded themselves as, and they make the money that they want to make or more, right? So I would just go straight to the source. Just go straight to the source. Wow, that person's life looks similar to the one I want. That person's role looks similar to the one I want. That person's career looks very similar to the one I want. So that's the person that I'm going to talk to, because they're going to give me plain insight. And guess what? You're not limited. There's several people who have similarities, and you can connect to each and every one of them. Hello. You don't have to put on a nice suit and walk around town and sashay and look pretty and pick up business cards. It's my least favorite thing to do. Why? Because for free 99, you can take your behind to LinkedIn and communicate what it is that you're interested in. Again, some people will give you the okie doke, and some people gonna give it to you straight. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna give it to you straight. You may not get all the information, but what I learned is, as you continue to talk to multiple people, you can build a well-rounded understanding and view of what it is that the role that you're seeking entails. And you're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope that information blessed you today, because it blesses me. It blesses me 1,000 times over. So I go to LinkedIn and I connect with magazine editors, writers, people in marketing. I connect with anybody who is surrounded in the role that I'm most interested in. And then when I'm ready to start asking questions, I already have those people in my basket. I don't have to look for them. A little bit at a time goes a long way. A little bit of research at a time goes a long way. You don't have to settle where you are. And I suggest, if you are one of these people, to get out of your comfort zone. I have been one. I've been one, but now I just don't care. People either gonna tell you the truth and give you what you need from them, or they're not. That's just reality, and you have to be okay with that and say, well, they didn't give it to me, the next person might, the next person might, the next person. You have to keep going. You have goals. There are things that you want to accomplish, and I'm telling you straight out of my mouth that you can accomplish them. Amen. Okay, that is the end of this series. Y'all get in the comments, like the video, please. So dramatic on a Thursday when I don't even feel that well, but I'm happy to be here. I'll be quite frank with you, because any opportunity that I have to help another mom, that's what I'm gonna do. Until next time, see y'all next week. Get that money, girl.
For more videos like this, be sure to rate, comment, share with another mom, and subscribe.